Welcome back to our channel, Rare Coins Collection, where we uncover the hidden treasures in the world of rare coins. Today, we've got something truly special for you, a coin that might be sitting in your pocket or collection right now, waiting to surprise you with its value. We're talking about the United States 1-cent coin from 2009. While it may seem like just another penny, this coin has a fascinating story and could be worth much more than its face value. Stick with us until the end to discover exactly how much this 1-cent coin could be worth today. The 2009 1-cent coin holds a unique place in American numismatic history. It was issued as part of a special series commemorating the 200th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth. As part of this celebration, the U.S. Mint released a set of 4 new reverse designs, each honoring a different stage in Lincoln's life. These designs were a departure from the traditional Lincoln Memorial reverse, which had been used on the penny since 1959. The 4 reverse designs of the 2009 penny symbolize Lincoln's early life, his time in Illinois, his presidency, and his legacy. The new reverse designs were introduced in stages throughout the year, making the 2009 pennies particularly interesting for collectors. The year 2009, though an ordinary year for the U.S. economy, marked a special moment in the history of American coinage. But, beyond the commemoration, some of these 2009 pennies are rare and valuable for a number of reasons, including minting errors and condition. Let's take a closer look at the design of the 2009 penny. On the obverse side, we see the classic portrait of Abraham Lincoln, designed by Victor David Brenner. Lincoln's image has graced the penny since 1909, and it continues to be one of the most recognizable features of American currency. What makes the reverse of the 2009 penny so unique is the 4 different designs released during the year. These designs include birth and early childhood in Kentucky. This reverse shows a log cabin, representing Lincoln's humble beginnings, forming a new nation. This design depicts Lincoln standing with a speech in his hand, symbolizing his role in shaping the nation. The presidency. Here, the design shows Lincoln seated, reflecting the dignity and authority of his leadership. A legacy of freedom. This reverse shows a view of the Lincoln Memorial, which had been featured on the penny's reverse 4. Decades before this series, these 4 designs were released in stages, giving the 2009 penny a unique appeal for collectors. But as with any coin, not all 2009 pennies are created equal, and some variations are much more sought after than others. What makes the 2009 1-cent coin so valuable? Well, it's not just the historical significance or the new designs. The real value of the 2009 penny lies in its rarity, condition, and the unique errors that occurred during minting. While millions of these pennies were minted and circulated, some of them were produced with errors or were struck in near-perfect condition, making them particularly desirable to collectors. Coins that are uncirculated, meaning they have not been in circulation and show no signs of wear, are much rarer and more valuable. These pristine coins can fetch much higher prices than those that have been through the rigors of daily transactions. Additionally, some 2009 pennies were struck with minting errors, such as off-center strikes, double die obverse, and misaligned designs, which make them incredibly rare and valuable. Coins with these kinds of errors are often the holy grails for collectors, who are always on the lookout for these unique and rare pieces. So, what should you be looking for in the 2009 penny? There are a few key variants and minting errors that make certain pennies from this year far more valuable than others. Off-center strikes. If the design on your 2009 penny is slightly misaligned or off-center, it could be worth a lot more than face value. These types of errors are often considered rare and sought after by collectors. Double die obverse. Another common error collectors look for is the double die obverse, where Lincoln's portrait or the inscription, Liberty, appears double due to a mistake during the minting process. Uncirculated condition. If your 2009 penny is in uncirculated condition, meaning it shows no signs of wear, it could fetch a much higher price. Coins that are kept in perfect condition are rare, and collectors often pay a premium for them. So, are you ready for the big reveal? If you happen to have a 2009 1-cent coin that is in uncirculated condition, or even better, one with a rare minting error, your coin could be worth as much as $35,000. Yes, that's right, $35,000 for a single penny. It's incredible to think that a coin with such a small face value could hold such a significant worth. A rare 2009 penny is not just a collector's dream but also a valuable asset that can command a staggering price. So, the next time you find a 2009 penny, take a closer look. If it's in mint condition or has a rare minting error, you might have a valuable piece of American history on your hands. If you enjoyed this video and want to learn more about rare and valuable coins that could be hiding in your collection, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you never miss out on future discoveries. Today, we have a real treat for you, a coin that could be sitting in your collection, or maybe even in your change jar, right now. We're talking about the United States 1-cent coin from 1991. While it might seem like just another penny, there's more to this coin than meets the eye. It has the potential to be worth far more than its face value. Stick with us until the end, and we'll reveal just how much this 1-cent coin could be worth today. The 1991 1-cent coin, like most U.S. pennies, features the iconic Abraham Lincoln on the obverse, a design that has been in use since 1909. What makes the 1991 penny stand out is the fact that it was minted during a period of economic stability for the United States, following the recession of the early 1990s. At the time, the penny was still widely circulated, and millions of them were used in everyday transactions. In 1991, the U.S. Mint was producing coins that would continue to be used for decades. The Lincoln Memorial design, which appeared on the reverse of the penny from 1959 until 2008, was still in place for the 1991 penny. While this was a regular issue for the time, it's important to understand that certain versions of the 1991 penny have become quite rare, especially those that were struck with unique errors or those in pristine, uncirculated condition. Before we dive into the value, let's take a look at the design of the 1991 penny. On the obverse, we see Abraham Lincoln, the 16th President of the United States. Designed by Victor David Brenner, Lincoln has graced the penny since 1909, making him one of the most iconic figures in American numismatic history. On the reverse of the coin, we find the Lincoln Memorial, a symbol of the strength and unity of the United States. Located in Washington, D.C., the memorial is a tribute to Lincoln's leadership during the Civil War and his efforts to preserve the Union. This design was used on the penny for several decades and became one of the most recognizable features of American coinage. While these designs are beautiful and historically significant, it's not just the design that makes the 1991 penny valuable. There are certain rarities and minting errors that make some 1991 pennies much more valuable than others. Now, you may be wondering, what makes the 1991 1-cent coin so valuable? Well, the answer lies in its rarity, condition, and the errors that occurred during its production. While the majority of 1991 pennies are worth just their face value, there are certain characteristics that make specific versions highly sought after by collectors. The first factor to consider is condition. Most pennies that have been in circulation for decades have seen wear and tear from daily use. However, a small percentage of 1991 pennies were stored carefully and have remained in uncirculated condition. These coins are highly valuable because they look almost brand new, without any signs of wear. But there's more. Minting errors can also play a huge role in a coin's value. Some 1991 pennies were struck with mistakes during the production process, which makes them rare and highly desirable to collectors. These errors can include things like off-center strikes, double dies, and misaligned designs, all of which can significantly increase the coin's value. So, what should you be looking for in your 1991 pennies? Let's go over some of the key features that could make your coin stand out. Off-center strikes. When the penny is struck off-center, the design appears misaligned. These types of errors are rare and make a coin much more valuable than a standard penny. Double die errors. A double die error occurs when the coin is struck more than once by the die, resulting in a doubled image on the obverse or reverse. In the case of the 1991 penny, a double die obverse, where Lincoln's portrait appears doubled, is a particularly sought-after error. Pristine, uncirculated condition. If your 1991 penny has been kept in pristine condition, with no signs of wear and tear, it could be worth far more than face value. Coins that are kept in mint condition are always in high demand by collectors. Die cracks and other minting defects. Sometimes, coins are struck with cracks or other imperfections in the die, leading to unique and collectible errors. These types of die cracks or die breaks are often overlooked but can make a penny much more valuable. Ow, the moment you've been waiting for. How much could your 1991 penny be worth? If you have a 1991 1-cent coin in uncirculated condition or with a rare minting error, it could be worth as much as $41,000. Yes, you heard that correctly, $41,000 for a single penny. It's truly amazing to think that something so small could hold such incredible value. So, the next time you come across a 1991 penny, make sure to take a closer look. It could be worth a small fortune. There you have it. A 1991 penny in mint condition or with a rare minting error could be worth up to $41,000. If you're lucky enough to find one of these valuable coins, you could have a hidden treasure in your collection. Today, we're going to take a deep dive into a coin that may look ordinary at first glance but could actually be worth far more than its face value. We're talking about the United States 1-cent coin from 1988. A penny that may be hiding in your collection or sitting unnoticed in your change jar, just waiting to surprise you with its value. So, if you've ever wondered whether that 1988 penny in your pocket could be worth anything beyond a single cent, stick around. By the end of this video, you'll discover just how much this seemingly simple coin could be worth today. The 1988 1-cent coin, also known as the 1988 penny, is part of the long-standing series of U.S. coins that have featured Abraham Lincoln on the obverse since 1909. The 1988 penny, like most U.S. pennies, was minted during a period of stability in the U.S. economy. The 1980s were marked by steady growth, and the coin itself was still in active circulation, being used for everyday transactions across the nation. At this time, the U.S. Mint was still using the Lincoln Memorial design on the reverse, which had been in use since 1959. The memorial symbolizes Lincoln's leadership during the Civil War and his commitment to preserving the Union, making it one of the most iconic symbols of U.S. coinage. This design remained on the penny until 2008, when the reverse was changed to commemorate the 200th anniversary of Lincoln's birth. But despite the penny's widespread use, there are some rare versions of the 1988 1-cent coin that are highly coveted by collectors, especially those in mint condition or with unique errors. Let's take a closer look at the design of the 1988 penny. On the obverse of the coin, we see the iconic portrait of Abraham Lincoln, designed by Victor David Brenner. This design, which has been on the penny since 1909, portrays Lincoln as a dignified and serious figure, a fitting representation of his leadership and contributions to the country. The reverse of the 1988 penny features the Lincoln Memorial, located in Washington, D.C. This majestic structure, dedicated to Lincoln's legacy, represents the strength and unity of the nation. The memorial is a powerful symbol of Lincoln's leadership and his role in preserving the Union during the Civil War. It's a design that has been etched into the minds of many generations of Americans. While these designs are iconic and full of historical meaning, there's more to the 1988 penny than just its appearance. It's the rarity, the condition, and sometimes even the errors that can make these coins so valuable to collectors. So, what makes the 1988 1-cent coin stand out among other pennies in circulation? The answer lies in a few important factors: rarity, condition, and minting errors. Most 1988 pennies were circulated and show signs of wear from years of handling. However, a smaller percentage of these pennies were either minted in uncirculated condition or were struck with unique errors during the minting process, which makes them particularly valuable to collectors. Coins in pristine condition, especially those that have been carefully preserved and never used in daily transactions, are always in high demand. The key to their value is their scarcity in mint condition. With millions of pennies being minted every year, finding one that is free from scratches, dings, or any sign of wear is rare, and that rarity makes the coin highly desirable in the world of numismatics. Now, let's talk about some of the key features and variants that collectors look for when evaluating the 1988 penny, uncirculated condition. One of the most valuable versions of the 1988 penny is one that has never been circulated. Coins that are stored in perfect condition, with no signs of wear and tear, are much rarer and can fetch a significantly higher price. If you have a 1988 penny that looks as though it just left the mint, you're holding a coin that could be worth far more than its face value. Minting errors. Minting errors occur when something goes wrong during the production process. Common errors on the 1988 penny include off-center strikes, where the design appears misaligned on the coin, and double die errors, where the design is stamped twice, creating a doubled image on Lincoln's portrait or the inscriptions, die cracks and other defects. Sometimes, the minting dies that are used to strike coins develop cracks or defects. These die cracks or die breaks can result in unusual and unique features that are highly prized by collectors. A 1988 penny with these types of imperfections is considered a rare find. Now, let's get to the exciting part. How much could your 1988 penny be worth? If you have a 1998 penny in uncirculated condition or one with a unique minting error like a double die or off-center strike, you could be sitting on a small fortune. A single 1988 penny in perfect, uncirculated condition or with a rare error could be worth as much as $44,000. Yes, you heard that right, $44,000 for a single penny. It's hard to believe that something as simple as a coin could be worth that much, but that's the beauty of the numismatic world. A rare error coin or one in pristine condition can fetch a price that's far beyond what most people expect. So, the next time you come across a 1988 penny, take a closer look. If it's in mint condition or has a rare minting error, you might have a valuable piece of American history on your hands. Remember, even the most unassuming coins can be worth far more than you think. Today, we've got an exciting discovery for you, one that might be hidden in your pocket or lying unnoticed in your coin collection. We're talking about the United States 1-cent coin from 1995, a seemingly ordinary penny that could be worth far more than its face value. So, if you've ever wondered whether that 1995 penny you have could be worth something special, keep watching. By the end of this video, you'll find out just how much this particular penny could fetch in today's coin market. You won't want to miss this. Let's start by taking a look at the background of the 1995 1-cent coin. The penny in question is part of the long-standing tradition of U.S. coins that feature Abraham Lincoln on the obverse side. Lincoln's image, designed by Victor David Brenner, has been featured on the penny since 1909 and remains one of the most iconic figures in American numismatics. The 1995 penny was minted at a time when the United States economy was experiencing a period of growth. In the 1990s, the U.S. was in the midst of an economic boom, and the penny was still widely circulated for everyday use. While the coin was produced in large quantities, it wasn't until much later that collectors began to take note of the rare and valuable versions of the 1995 penny. But, as with most coins, the real value comes from the condition and any unique minting errors that may have occurred during the production process. These factors can transform an otherwise common penny into a highly sought-after collector's item. Before we dive into its value, let's take a closer look at the design of the 1995 penny. The obverse of the coin features the familiar portrait of Abraham Lincoln. Lincoln, the 16th President of the United States, is depicted in profile, with his signature beard and solemn expression. This design has been on the penny since its introduction in 1909 to commemorate Lincoln's 100th birthday, and it remains one of the most recognizable images in American coinage. On the reverse side, you'll find the iconic Lincoln Memorial, which had been featured on the penny since 1959. The memorial symbolizes the strength and unity of the United States, as well as honoring Lincoln's leadership during the Civil War. This reverse design remained in use until 2008, when it was replaced by a series of designs commemorating Lincoln's 200th birthday. Though the design itself is beautiful and historic, it's the rarities and errors found in certain 1995 pennies that make them especially valuable to collectors. You might be wondering, what makes the 1995 penny stand out in the world of coin collecting? The key factors that influence its value are rarity, condition, and minting errors. While many 1995 pennies were circulated and worn down over the years, a small percentage were minted in uncirculated condition and have remained in pristine form. These coins, which show no signs of wear or damage, are far rarer than the ones that have been passed around in daily transactions. As a result, uncirculated 1995 pennies are highly sought after and can fetch much higher prices on the market. In addition to condition, certain minting errors can make a 1995 penny even more valuable. Minting errors occur when something goes wrong during the production process, resulting in a coin that is not quite like the others. These errors can range from off-center strikes to double die errors, where the design is stamped more than once, creating a doubled image. These errors are rare, and error coins are highly prized by collectors because they are unique and often difficult to find. If you're lucky enough to have a 1995 penny with a minting error, you could be holding onto a small treasure. So, what specific features should you be looking for in your 1995 pennies? Here are a few variants and errors that can make your coin much more valuable. Uncirculated condition. If you find a 1995 penny that looks brand new, no wear, no scratches, no discoloration, chances are it's been carefully stored or hasn't been used in circulation. These coins are much rarer than those that have been passed around for decades, and they are in high demand among collectors. Double die errors. A double die error occurs when the coin is struck more than once by the same die, causing the design to appear doubled. This error can occur on either the obverse or the reverse, and it can make the coin much more valuable. A double die 1995 penny can be worth significantly more than a regular one. Off-center strikes. An off-center strike happens when the coin is not aligned properly during the minting process. This error results in a design that's slightly misaligned or off-center. While this may sound like a small mistake, off-center strike coins are highly sought after because they are unique and rare. Die cracks and other imperfections. Sometimes, the die used to strike the coins can develop cracks, chips, or other imperfections. These die cracks can create unusual features on the coin, making them more valuable to collectors who are on the lookout for rare and interesting variants. So, how much could your 1995 penny be worth? If you have a 1995 penny in uncirculated condition, or even better, one with a rare minting error, you could be looking at a coin worth $40,000. Yes, you heard that right, $40,000 for a single penny. It's incredible to think that a coin with such a small face value could hold so much value in the world of coin collecting. A mint error or a pristine, uncirculated 1995 penny could easily fetch a price that most people would never expect for something so small. There you have it. A 1995 penny in mint condition or with a rare minting error could be worth as much as $40,000. So, next time you dig through your coin collection or find a 1995 penny in your pocket, take a second look. You might be holding onto a hidden treasure. Today, we've got something truly special to discuss, a coin that may not be very old, but is already making waves in the numismatic world. We're talking about the United States 1-cent coin from 2015, or more specifically, the unique versions of this penny that are worth far more than you might imagine. That's right, while the 2015 penny may seem like just another everyday coin, there are certain rare versions of it that could be worth a small fortune. So, if you've got any 2015 pennies lying around, make sure to stick around till the end to find out how much they could be worth. Before we jump into the value of the 2015 penny, let's take a quick look at its background. By 2015, the 1-cent coin, or the penny, had already been in circulation for more than 100 years, with the design of Abraham Lincoln gracing the obverse side since 1909. This year's penny was minted during a time of economic stability in the United States, though many people questioned whether the penny's small denomination still served a practical purpose in the modern economy. In 2015, the U.S. Mint produced a large number of these pennies, and they were still part of the regular circulation process. This was also the year that the U.S. Mint released a series of America the Beautiful Quarters, as part of an ongoing program to honor national parks and historic sites in the U.S. While the 2015 penny may seem like just another standard coin, it is important to know that like any coin, its value can greatly depend on factors such as its condition, any minting errors, and how rare certain versions might be. Now, let's take a closer look at the design of the 2015 penny. On the obverse side, you'll find the classic image of Abraham Lincoln, the 16th President of the United States, designed by Victor David Brenner. Lincoln's image is instantly recognizable, and it's become one of the most enduring symbols of U.S. coinage. The portrait of Lincoln has been featured on the penny since 1909, and it remains a powerful representation of leadership and history. On the reverse side, you'll find the design of the Union Shield, which replaced the iconic Lincoln Memorial in 2010. The Union Shield symbolizes the strength and unity of the United States, with the 13 stripes representing the original 13 colonies and the De Pluribus Unum motto, which means, out of many, one, reinforcing the unity of the nation. This reverse design, featuring the shield and the words, United States of America, has been used on the penny since 2010, and it is a fitting representation of the country's enduring strength and heritage. While the coin's design remains quite familiar, what really set some of the 2015 pennies apart from the rest are the errors and minting variations that occurred during its production. These unique versions are the ones that could be worth much more than their face value. So, what makes the 2015 penny stand out among the thousands of other pennies in circulation? The answer lies in its rarity, condition, and any minting errors that might have occurred during production. While many of these pennies were circulated and have lost their pristine condition over the years, a small percentage were struck in uncirculated condition, meaning they show no signs of wear and have remained in mint condition. Coins in perfect condition are always highly sought after by collectors, as they are far rarer than coins that have been in circulation for decades. In addition to the condition of the coin, minting errors play a huge role in increasing a coin's value. A minting error occurs when something goes wrong during the coin's production, creating a version that's unique. Collectors are always on the lookout for these error coins, and some 2015 pennies have been discovered with these rare defects, making them highly valuable. Let's break down the specific features and errors that make certain 2015 pennies worth so much more than a standard penny. Uncirculated condition. A penny in uncirculated condition has never been used in circulation. These coins look almost as if they've just been struck, with no signs of wear. Uncirculated 2015 pennies are rare because most coins are used in everyday transactions, so a penny that has been carefully stored and preserved in perfect condition is a collector's dream. Minting errors. Some 2015 pennies were struck with minting errors. The most valuable ones typically include double die errors, where the image appears doubled on the coin, or off-center strikes, where the design is misaligned. These errors make the coin unique and dramatically increase its value. A double die 2015 penny could be a rare find worth far more than you think. Die cracks and other defects. Sometimes the minting die itself can develop cracks or chips, leading to die cracks on the coins. These imperfections can make certain pennies very valuable to collectors, as they represent rare and unusual versions of the coin. Low mintage versions. While most 2015 pennies were minted in large numbers, some variations with lower mintages or special marks are rarer and more valuable. Keep an eye out for any unusual features that might set your 2015 pennies apart from others. Now, here's the exciting part. If you've got a 2015 penny that's in uncirculated condition or has a rare minting error, you could be holding on to something truly valuable. A 2015 penny in perfect condition or with a unique minting error could be worth as much as $31,000, yes, you heard that right, $31,000 for a single penny. It's incredible to think that something as small as a coin could hold so much value. But that's the magic of rare coin collecting. Sometimes the most unassuming coins can be worth a small fortune. So, the next time you come across a 2015 penny, don't just toss it aside. Take a moment to inspect it closely. If it's in perfect condition or has a minting error, you could be holding a valuable treasure worth thousands of dollars. If you enjoyed this video and want to learn more about rare and valuable coins, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you never miss out on any exciting discoveries. Thanks for watching, and as always, happy collecting.